guys, welcome to your week 11 Modern World launch, and we are continuing to discuss the Revolutions project that you should now be working on. So to take a look at the PACE chart, which is again found in Google Classroom if you would like to take a look at it, we are now entering week 11, which runs from October 31st to November 6th. So at this point, you should try to have everything above week 11 complete or turned green on your SLP page. So what's important to know is that we all had to go in and give you zeros for any projects that you did not do that were past due, because the only way that we can really give you a grade in the SLP was to give it a 0. So it might turn orange. That means that you did not actually turn it in. So you want to make sure that you look at your scores, and if you got a 0, that means you didn't actually do it. So the good thing is that you can go back at any point in the year and go back and redo that. And we encourage you, because if you even don't do one project, it's going to be really hard to pass this course. So make sure that you take advantage of it, get back in there soon and try to submit and get back on pace. Again, we are working on the Revolutions project. So we are linking it to the French Revolution is where we're really getting our foundation and discussing why people decide to revolt in the first place. And then we're linking it to modern day times, which is a very politically divided time. There's a lot going on in our country that you guys are experiencing. So there's protests and social movements all over the place. So we're going to be discussing that more in the next week or two. So some current social movements that you guys should try to start keeping an eye on, because you're going to pick something to research for this project that is of interest to you. So don't just pick it because I said to. These are just some random, there's probably a list of 100 social movements going on right now. These are just some of the bigger ones that have happened in the last year or two. So the hashtag #MeToo movement, which was against sexual assault of women and just mistreatment of women. Black Lives Matter was against police brutality. No Ban, No Wall, and also was kind of about the Muslim ban, as well as trying to put up a wall along the Mexican border. So, and then the Never Again hashtag was in response to a string of school shootings. There's different things for LGBT rights, the March for Science. There's a whole bunch of social movements. So try to start researching those and thinking which one you would like to really concentrate your efforts on when it comes time to do the project. For checkpoint 2, if you did not do checkpoint 1, please go back and do that, and don't do checkpoint 2 yet. You want to make sure you get feedback on checkpoint 1 before you move on. But checkpoint 2 is now starting to look at the strategies that people used. So checkpoint 1 was all about why do people revolt. Checkpoint 2 is on what strategies do these revolutionaries use to achieve their goals. So what you're going to do is choose at least 3 documents from the French Revolution Strategies and Methods document set. And you're getting evidence, or you're getting feedback on your explanation of evidence. So I'm going to take you to that document now. Again, it says to make sure you pick 3 documents. So there's document A. Also a reminder, some of you choose to put in quotations this context part. That's not actually part of the document. That's just the people that work for Summit Learning Platform trying to give you some background information. So please don't use that as evidence. The part that is in this color here is actually part of the primary source. So that's where you should be finding your evidence. It also, anything that's bolded, it's also putting the definition down here to help you read that a little bit better. So again, this is the document you're using. You're not just guessing on this to fill this in. So you'd fill in the document title, what strategies were used in this document, your evidence or your quote that supports that. And then the most important part for this one is how you explain that. So you want to say, this supports my claim that, or this shows that. So make sure you're explaining the quote, because that's sometimes more important than the actual quote itself. To do for Tuesday, 11/6, you should have already mastered the French Revolution causes content assessment, or at least be as close as possible. Prepare for the French Revolution effects content assessment. Submit the final product of ideas that changed the world. So again, it was turned orange for some of you. That's not a good thing. While it is better than red, it means that your score is a 0. So you'll see your grade drop a good bit. So try to get in there. It's literally just a paragraph. So get that one out of the way. And then you want to try to submit checkpoints 1 and 2 of the current Revolutions project that we're working.